This is part 4. I'll just keep going through the pictures. So basically these are structures which are captured right on the edge. This was a full moon. And you'll see again these objects with side openings there. That was a pretty dark one, so I'll have to try it. That's better. I used a highlight on it, a filter. They're just unusual objects. They're not artifacts or anything like that. There is again the filter. And I've caught quite a few of these previously. They seem to be coloured. Openings on the side. That's not that clear. Unfortunately, some are clear, some I can't do much with. But obviously there's things there which aren't just normal flat lunar surfaces. I think we've seen this object before. You can see the actual parts to it. It's similar to a big honeycomb. You've got the openings on the side. Again, same thing. Either it's some sort of crystalline type structure that produces all the colours, or that they are individually those colours. Here's a pretty good example again. And this was fortunate to catch because the moon was bright white, so right on the uppermost edge of it. Obviously these then are caught very clearly, and you can see that honeycomb type of effect, or insect type nest structures. Again, same thing. So it could be some sort of mountain range or something, but the colors are obviously spectacular. Now this is where I've never seen anything like this. I sent this image to one astronomer in Hawaii, and he told me, well, it's the crater edge only, the light's reflected, but it can't produce that sort of shape. So I'll quickly go through that, and you'll see how that. We should do it in reverse. So I'll actually take you to the original picture, which is that one. So it's taken right on the edge there. And what you see there, that's the shape we saw before that looked like that huge centipede type object and had all the colors on it. And it had the area there that looks translucent, tubular on that side. Well, now we're starting to see more of that structure. It does look like a tubular type of object there. It is translucent, and it's just bizarre. So that's what we're looking at, the same type of object. And it does look translucent. Now I've pressed the filter on that one, so it brings up a bit more, but it's not that clear when I enlarge it. So let's go in reverse now. I've actually focused on specific areas there, and you can see how it's got various colors to it. It does look like a tubular type of structure. It isn't just a crater reflection, obviously. It looks like a huge translucent tubular type structure. And I've caught that image in one other image as well, which is similar to that. It looks translucent. So here you see what looks like a very bright white one, and the other areas look translucent. There it is there. That's probably the classic one there. It just looks so translucent. And I've caught one other one similar to that. It just looks like translucent cellular or organic type matter. Let's go through these pictures. We'll reach that one very soon now. I have no clue what these things are on the surface, but obviously they're caught right on the edge, and here we go again. We've got these rounded dome things. I'm fortunate because when the terminator line gradually creeps around the moon, that's where I get the best color, the best images. Here they are again, like honeycomb type structures, very lovely colors to them, spectacular colors. And here it ends. Actually, there isn't anything in between. It ends there, then one more just starts there, and you've got the openings on the side. It's the same thing again. See how the rest of the moon is bright white? You can't see a thing. So the only way you can see this is right on the edge, when there's a contrast with the background. Again, we've got the honeycomb type of structures there, or tubular structures. That's probably a bit clearer. That's where it ends, that's where it starts. So that's the object there. Can you see what I'm trying to think? It can't be just an accidental artifact there on the moon's surface that I'm capturing, or a crater edge. The form and structure are always the same. This is interesting because it's got quite a few of these straight lines running back and forth. These are very common shapes again. They seem to be like honeycomb type shapes. These are more organic type shapes we got there. This is interesting. It just comes up there. Here we've got that organic type shape. Interesting shape there. Again, it's interesting because we've got the side openings there. This is interesting. It just seems like a huge blob of or organic type matter right there. Look at that. Again, it's very clear in the actual. That's the filter applied. Try to get some sort of structure to it. And again, it's right on the edge. Same thing again. You see the rounded shapes and the pillars on the side or supports. Same thing again. Very translucent type looking organic object. That one looks white and two openings and that grey thing coming from the side. I think I've got one more picture where it's clearer. That's it. What that could be, I just don't know. There it is there. So obviously it's on the edge right there. I enlarged it and took a picture of it. So that's what we're looking at. That's the same picture there obviously, but that's a clearer one. That whole front looks flat. It's curved over. You got the opening down the bottom. It's probably a clearer shot there. Got grey, huge piece of shiny object coming over. Then you got that unusual shape right there that doesn't look natural. This is interesting. It's tubular. It's got all these tubular formations to it. It looks very translucent. Very nice colors to it. A little bit of blue, yellow, things like that. Again, this isn't an accidental moon artifact blur. It's there. It's translucent. It's caught on, obviously on the picture. Looks tubular. And again, it matched that first image, which was also tubular. So that's why when I saw a few of these similar, then obviously they can't be just accidental. That's the end of it. And it just looks like some structures are darker, some are see-through, and there it is, right on the moon. There's the other part of it. I'm sorry that that's the clearest I can get. I'm even surprised that I can get that. It's 4 to 6,000 zoom. That's the end of it there. Now I'll just return to that image which it reminds me of, that tubular type image at the end again. Actually, I can do it right now. This is that other similar structure. It looks tubular, honeycomb, or organic type of connections. There we go. Beautiful colors to it. And that was similar to the last object. You see how it's got that little process coming over. It's a tubular object there on the surface. It isn't just a crater reflection. There it is again. I don't even like to hypothesize what these things can be. It's just beyond what I thought I'd ever see there from just using a simple 50 optic camera, which is the Olympus SP EE, and then having these fantastic clear images. There's again, again, and that's it there. That's like, so it could be the same structure but caught at a different time or angle. But it was tubular, see-through type shape. It's probably a clearer type indication. I don't think it's a crater. I have a feeling a crater wouldn't produce all those, especially that shape there. So let's go through it where we were. There's that object now that we found. Could it be just the same object, but we caught it at a different angle? There it is there. It's tubular. It's got these processes in it. Some areas are see-through, like here. Now, when I enlarge it, it seems to show how blurred it is, but if you sit back from your computer terminal in a dark room, you'll probably start to see the structure clearly. And I was just flabbergasted when I caught that. It's like, well, hold on, that can't be just an accidental few piece of rocks joint on the moon's surface. This is something that looks organic, see-through, transparent. That's what I'm talking about. If you have a look at that, it's like you can see through part of it. Some is more solid. You see the tubular structures there going down. There's a larger clump there. Got the yellow, the green, and then it goes further there. Here we go there. That looks like an organic tubular structure. Especially the end of it there. You see how it's got a particular form to it, and then you can see the rest of the see-through shape. Here it is again. That object there looks translucent. That object there is interesting. Now, I don't think I'm just capturing accidental blurs. Again, I keep saying that. The images are too clear for that. it's spectacular. You just can't stop. Once you take a few pictures, you just always stick the camera out when it's a perfect moon that night, and just you have a quick look. You think, here we go again. These things just never stop. So see, that shows you which part it was right up there. This is the edge that I've caught in a few of those, and it just seems to have these. I don't think it's just camera blur. I'm not sure what to think of it. It's just the edges there near the shadow area. There's just a lot of colors in that. I think it just could be picture blur. I'm not sure. That's interesting because it shows the structures that are going sideways there. I'm not sure what to think about this. It doesn't look like it's just camera blur accidental. You know what I mean? It's just there's too much form and structure there, especially there. You'll see the tubes go sideways. I'm not sure what to. Here we go. That pattern is obvious right there. Those straight lines there. It's very blurry. It's the edge of the terminator line. There's a lot of colors there. I'm not sure what to think about that, so I'll probably just leave that for now. These are easier, obviously, images to process. And here we go again. Everything's bright white and flat, and all of a sudden you just run against these honeycomb type objects or shapes there that look like mountains, obviously, but when you get closer to it, there's a lot more to it. You see how you got those openings down the bottom? Obviously there's a larger object there that's greyish, and there's a white object there, and you have the openings down the bottom. That's interesting because it shows the hill and what looks like an object pointing up. That area looks translucent right there.